Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Remember, you have greatness inside of you. Welcome back to another ABS Daily News with your hockey coach, Guru Code Frenchy. Today, episode number 141. What do you have on the menu, coach? Today, we're going to talk about the game between the Ottawa Senator and the Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to talk about strength player, what they did during this game. I'm going to give you a little bit more coach corner, where I'm going to teach you a little bit more about the game, what they did very good and what they did very bad. And we're going to talk about Martin St. Louis and different update for the Montreal Canadiens. So let's dive in about the first subject of the day. Here we go, guys. Like I mentioned to you, the Montreal Canadiens played yesterday against the Ottawa Senators. The last part of the score of 5-4. That's gave them right now, yes, I know, 0-6 so far. It's okay. It's not about the outcome. It's about development. It's about what they look like. I believe now it's possibly is the time for the Montreal Canadiens set up the full roster for the last two games against the Ottawa Senators Thursday and Saturday. But today I want to talk about what happening during the day for strength players. And I want to start with, because everybody follow him, Juraj Slafkovsky. Difficult game, honestly. Possibly tired after a back-to-back game. He played again in Toronto, have an amazing, great game. And then yesterday, guys, it was not easy for him. For me, when I see not easy for him, it's about his decision, what he does during the game. With the puck, without the puck. He was not there yesterday for some reason. He played with Caulfield and Zuski. Possibly it was a bit more overwhelming for him to play again the top best two line for, again, the Ottawa Senator. But I see some kind of fatigue during this game from him. I want to show to you guys a video about what I'm talking about, Slafkovsky on the back checking where he lost his players. So let's checking him. He's right there at the blue lines coming down. He follows Giroux, and right here, he lost his man, and he forgot to skate with the puck. Let's see again what I'm talking about. I'm going to bring back all the way back up. Look, number 20, he followed there. I like what he's doing right now, a good stick. Now he's following right now with Giroux. Now, look what he's doing. He followed the man. He know right now the puck is on the left side. He knows Giroux is with him, but he's going to let him alone. Look, right there. And that's the problem. Imagine if you follow him side by side, he can play the puck and he can put his stick under the stick of Giroux. And look, that's the problem right there. And that's what something when you talk about a young man, 18 years old, play in NHL, is the details of the game. I don't know if he's going to stay with Montreal or go to Laval, but we talk about details of the game, and that's a great example I want to show to you about Slafkovsky. So it'll be interesting if he's going to play the next game. If I was Martin St. Louis, I would play Thursday and Saturday, and then take a couple of days to figure out if he's going to be with the Montreal or Laval Rocket. So the next player I want to talk about, guys, is Cole Caulfield. 3 games, 3 goals. He scored like a machine so far. And I want to show you his goal right here. Caulfield with the puck, pass to the Islandman, pass to Whiteman to right there to Caulfield. He shoot the puck, top shell. But again, that Caulfield guy is unbelievable how he catch the pass of Zuski. Let's see the replay right there. He see the men's coming down, turn around, pass to Islandman, the bumper, pass to Whiteman. This is going to show to you a little bit later what Martin should teach the people. Great pass to Whiteman to Zuski. And Zuski, you see the lane of this right here. And great pass. And look, Caulfield rip the puck over the shoulder of the Forsberg to score the goal. A great goal from Cole Caulfield. Overall, you have a great game for Caulfield with the Montreal Canadiens. The next player I want to talk about, guys, is honestly Nick Zuski. Played his first game with the Montreal Canadiens. 2 assists yesterday during the game. The impact of Zuski is shown right away at the beginning of the game until to the end. He makes so much great play sometime in the game. I want to show what he did on the goal of Joel Armia. Look about this right there. And he go around the Ottawa Senators. Shift right there. One hand, pass to Armia. Armia rip the puck and he score. And I want to show you a bit more what this sequence happening from Zuski and Armia. Caulfield put some pressure, turn around right here, and the puck go to Suzuki. Here the problem for Ottawa Senator. Look, his stick is in front of him. He does not go wide. What I would like the Ottawa Senator, he put his stick on the right side of his body. And then it would give him a little bit, a great play to stop Suzuki. But look what he does. Completely missed Suzuki right there because his stick was not out of his body. Then Suzuki's coming right there. Caulfield smart to come back at the blue line. Suzuki's going to go to the right, cut to the left. We practice a lot with the young kids. One hand move the puck, and then you see Armia on the middle of the ice, and Armia rip the puck, and he scored a goal for the Montreal Canadiens. And just want to show to you like what Suzuki is so good with the puck. He makes some great move, by the way. So the next thing I want to talk about, guys, is the short and for the Montreal Canadiens. They are 9-21 since the beginning of the exhibition game, 4-6 again the Ottawa Senator. That's not good. And I want to show you what happening on this sequence when DABERNAK scored a goal today against the Montreal Canadiens. Great pass for Giroux, and Montreal could not do it. Let's starting a little bit the replay, and I'm going to make some game. So the Montreal Canadiens right now, with DABERNAK has the puck on the board, they play a 1-3. I don't like Coley go a little bit out of the dots and a little bit too far up, higher. And now you're going to see a pass to Giroux. Then the Montreal Canadiens react. Now they're going to come back. You can see Coley is coming down. Now, I don't like what Jordan Harris does. What you talk about? He's going to drop down. You see right there? You cannot do it in NHL because when you go down like this, you have the next action. You never go to recovery good enough or fast enough. Cover your players. And this is the one mistake over there. The second thing is going to be Caden Coley. He does not pay attention to DABERNAK. Jake Evans does the same thing. I like Pitlick in front of Giroux. But again, you see the sequence right there? Now, look what Coley does. Again, he go down. You cannot do this in NHL. The player at young age cannot diving this way. Try to stop the puck. I understand this, but it's not the way to play in NHL. You can see Coley go down. So I want to show to you guys a fun video what you can understand what the problem has for the Montreal Canadiens. Let's move on now. The next one is the defensive zone coverage. I want to talk about during the goal of Shane Pinto right here. You can see the Montreal Canadiens, they're all battle for the corner. Haber tried to get a puck. Whiteman got beat with Caulfield, I believe, behind the net. And then Jake Evans completely forget his man in front of the net. And Giroux, Pinto scored a goal. Let's rewind this right here. And Jake Evans is in the middle right there. The puck is behind the net. Whiteman's going to battle for the puck. But Jake Evans right there. Look what he's doing. Never pay attention what's going on in front of the net. Never look what's going on. And then he's going to lose Pinto. He's coming back in front of the net. I like it. So far, so good from Jake Evans. But right now, he does not look at Pinto. He tried to go to the other side of the post to stop the puck. See? Too late. And nobody was watching right there. Pinto did a great shot right away. Quick release. Boom. What a shot by Pinto, by the way. But again, mistake. Details of the game. It's not negative. I want to show you another way how I learn or I watch the game after the game. The next thing I want to talk about is Owen Beck signed a contract, ELC 3 years yesterday morning. Then he played his last game when the Montreal Canadiens. They released him and they returned him in the junior after he played against the Ottawa Senator yesterday. But I want to tell you why we like him, what he does, the details of the game, and why Martin Saint-Louis think is a really smart hockey player. And he's only 18 years old. Let's see his sequence right here. He's coming to the down and a great pass for Beck in the corner. Let's see again. He's coming to the board. Look how he catch the pass on his back ends. He controlled this. He's coming on the entering zone. He know the defenseman is on the backwards, but he's not square. Now, Beck take advantage to go around him, put the puck on the one hand on the left side. You see now the plays develop. Great pass on the back ends. Great chance for the Montreal Canadiens to score. And that's the reason why Martin Saint-Louis likes Owen Beck. So smart, great hockey player. I know he's going to have an amazing, great year with the Mississauga still ahead. And I can wait to see him next year with the Montreal Canadiens. But again, great main camp and rookie camp for Owen Beck, possibly the best rookie since the beginning, the day number one with the Montreal Canadiens. The next one I want to talk about, guys, is Albert Jacquet. Never give up. What are you talking about? I feel like every time he's down, he's like a boxer. He stand up again. He never going to give up. Never been draft OHL, play in OHL, have an amazing, great career. He never been drafted by any team in NHL. Signed with the Montreal Canadiens. Look what kind of rookie camp he has, and look like he has an amazing, great main camp. And now he have a really bad game, at least for the last two games. He did not play at the maybe his full potential. Maybe it's too hard in NHL. But tonight, the first period, guys, he struggled. But he come back and he find a way at the end of the game to this happening to him. By the way, this is going to be a great pass by Pesada in the corner. Look where he see the Albert, and Albert see the great shot, top shell, and Albert scored his first goal with the Montreal Canadiens on exhibition game. And like I said, he never gave up. I apologize for the video. It's not clear. It's really blurry. But you can see right away. Pesada is going to recover the puck. He see the tops at the top blue line. You see Albert, great pass. And Albert take advantage, rip the shot, top net over the glove of the Forsberg, and the Montreal Canadiens. Albert Jacquet scored a goal for the Montreal, and like I said, he never gave up. Can he make the team? Personally, I don't think he should, but many fans love him, and know many of you like the way he played. And again, it's not against him. I just feel for the benefit of him, it would be better to start in Laval Rocket, number of the game, and then come back a little bit later. That's my feeling about him. But if you start with the Montreal Canadiens, I will love it. Of course, I'm a big fan of the Montreal. Let's move on now, guys, for the next subject of the day. So the next subject of the day, guys, I want to talk about Martin Saint-Louis. Check his passion. When I said that, check his passion, is because he's really loved the game and he gave everything. Head coach for the Montreal Canadiens. I want to show you a video what he explained to you, what he explained to these players, formation on power play. But look what he did during a practice. Now he stuck with the players right there. He talked to him. The pass go to the left on the board. Look what he's doing. He does exactly like a defenseman over there. He gave some instruction for the players. And that's what Martin Saint-Louis does every day. But now you talk about the power play Montreal Canadiens. If you remember the goal of Caulfield when he moved the puck, look what he showed to them. It's exactly what happened today. Caulfield to the bomber. Check right there. And then Caulfield is going to pass the puck to the defenseman. Go through around the middle. Check left and right. And now Saint-Louis explain how this works. And that's the reason I would say to you why Martin Saint-Louis is so passionate about the game. Why the players love him is the way his coaching during the practice, how he wants to develop the players. For me, this is so much excellent video to show to you. And I would love to hear for your comments about Martin Saint-Louis. And again, the power play looked a little bit better already compared to last season. Puck movement and Caulfield have already 2 goals on power play so far in the exhibition game. Let's finishing this video with the next subject of the day. So the next subject of the day, guys, is like the Montreal Canadiens in the last 24 hours released 9 players overall. First of all, yesterday morning, they released Philippe Mézard, Stéphane Belzile, Matthias Norlander, Kevin Poulin, Anthony Richard, and Xavier Zimono to the Laval Rocket. Then, after the game against Ottawa Senator last night, they released Owen Beck back to OHL, and they release Gignac is going to be with the Laval Rocket for upcoming season. I just want to give you a little bit update about the Montreal Canadiens. Guys, I just finished the video of the HABS Daily News, but when I complete this video, guys, we got another news directly from the Montreal Canadiens. They announced a couple of minutes ago they signed Logan McHugh, the defenseman of the Montreal Canadiens, draft 31 overall pick and 2021 by the old regime of the Marc Bergevin, just announced by the general manager Ken Hughes. They signed the 19 years old played for the London Knights last season and got a new contract with the Montreal Canadiens. Is of course a 3 year deal. It's just a normal entry level contract. And this is another great news for the Montreal after Owen Beck. Now they signed another great first overall pick for the Montreal Canadiens. And I'm talking about Logan Mailloux, the 19 years old. We know he's going to play with the London Knights. Look, he's a really talented defenseman, a big guy, over 6'4", and they expect a lot. Some people compare him like a slap shot like Shea Weber. Of course, he missed almost like 16 months without hockey after an injury at the right shoulder last season, and after he got a suspension from the OHL until holidays. Then he came back, unfortunately, after an injury during a fight. He missed completely over 6 months. Have an amazing, great summer around the Montreal Canadiens. Ken Hughes was really happy to see him. He really followed all the direction the Montreal Canadiens asked him to do during the summer, and he was surrounded himself with a great people around the Montreal Canadiens. So overall, Ken Hughes gave a chance to Logan Mailloux. And I just want to break in news, this news, guys, to you at the end of this video. Guys, this complete another video of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Here we go, guys. This complete the episode 141. I just want to ask you one question. I would like to hear from your comments and below this video. If you like when I make some video about the goal for a goal again from the Montreal Canadiens. If it's not, I understand. I will cut them because this bring the video a little bit longer, and I feel like possibly it's too long for you guys to watching from the beginning to the end. Anyhow, I want to invite you. Don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, and like I mentioned, leave me a comment about episode 141. And of course, remember, you have greatness inside of you. Have an amazing, great day, everybody.